the drivetrain, I'm running Audi 1800 turbo motor, a four-wheel drive gearbox, a four-wheel drive gearbox. So it's just a welded center diff. So then I just took the front shafts out, and then I had an E36 diff in it.
Away, what's poppin', guys? It's your boy Wayne. Welcome to another reaction video where we react to crazy dope videos. Please subscribe to our channel and smash that like button. So today we are checking out a dope video posted by Speed and Sound magazine. The video is about the special VW Mk1 Golf with an Audi V8 engine in. Now, if you're a Mk1 owner or a Mk1 fan, you would appreciate that putting a V8 engine into a little VW Golf Mk1 is not something small. So this VW Golf Mk1 is owned and was built by an ex-South African braino. This guy is formerly from Cape Town and is now living in New Zealand. And as a South African, you know that he shares the passion for VW Golf Mk1s. So we're going to check out what he has done to this car to make it the project that it is now. Let's check it out. Look at this baby. Totally transformed.
In one of the biggest events normally come up once a year, which is Mad Mike Summer Bash. And then I decided, wait, I'm going to try taking this Golf to Mad Mike Summer Bash. Because here in New Zealand, there's not much Mk1s. Like, you don't see them on the road.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll take this. But the car was standing in my shed, like, bare metal, just standing there. And then I decided, okay, I'll chuck a beams motor in it. First I had a BBL motor. I put that in it.
How's the name of the car? Bushman. Representing. One thing I picked about this guy's accent, he hasn't lost his accent. I think he's been in New Zealand for 19 years. And he still sounds like a Cape Townian braino. Well done, guy. Well done.
I didn't like it because it was sitting too high and there was a lot of modifying to that. And then I chucked the beams motor in. Then I got that just about finished. I just needed to do the wiring. But then I decided to change the trumpets and everything just turned into pear-shaped. And I was like, pulled everything out. Had the car repainted. And then I took it to the show. It was pretty nice. And then I started getting like a bug of the show and shine and all that kind of crap. And then just I kept on going from there, and then I pulled the beams motor out. So I was like, I want to have fun with this car also. That turned the beams motor around to make it rear-wheel drive. And then I started chopping the floor out. I was only supposed to chop the floor out with the diff. Then I chopped the whole car out, and so I built like a whole tube frame for it. And I put the tube frame on top of or under actually.
Entire floor is gone.
The whole body, Mk1 body, onto the tube frame I built. After that then I had a Mk5 motor sitting here. Then I tucked the Mk5 motor in, FSI, the Mk5.
This guy has far too much time on his hands.
WA motor. So originally it's a DSG motor, but of course I can't use DSG in rear-wheel drive. I even went to, Dictator. I think it's Dictator in Joburg, I think, or somewhere, I don't know. I emailed them, I asked them if they had an aftermarket computer for me, because I'm pretty sure my computer was not sending signals because I'm using an Audi gearbox, so it was manual now. So it wasn't sending the DSG signal, and so I wasn't finishing cycles on the computer. So the car was in limp mode all the time. So I never got to drive the car properly. In the one day I did kind of get to drive it, but then there was no power, so I was like, nah, stuff this. And then, because I had the V8 motor sitting there as a backup. And then, and the lockdown started, and I was just like, stuff this. I'll rip this motor out and start to put in the V8 in it. Because while I have this time of the lockdown, all these weeks, so I decided to put the V8 in it, and I was just, then it was like, okay, maybe I should chuck 2 turbo on it, and it's just not stopping at the moment. It's a 1983, but it's not a GTI. It's an 83 model, so it's pretty much the rabbit shape, the small nose, no L on the back, and all that kind of things. I found it for pretty cheap. Like paid $600 for the motor, and then it was just like a backup motor, because the 2-liter FSI has a high pressure fuel pump, so I couldn't bypass that really without having a whole front planer made and all that kind of shit. And fabrication here is not cheap. They, like everybody, charge about $80 an hour to make something, and it's going to take them maybe a whole day to make a plenum, so it's going to cost quite a bit. That's why I never even bothered going that way.
Is the motor still stock standard?
Stock standard motor, internals, everything is stock standard on it, and all I'm going to do is put bigger injectors in it.
And the diff?
So the drivetrain, I'm running Audi 1800 turbo motor, a 4-wheel drive gearbox, a four-wheel drive gearbox. So it's just a welded center diff. So then I just took the front shafts out, and then I had an E36 diff in it, but then it goes the wrong direction. I didn't know that the Audi turns the opposite direction. So I had 5 gears backwards and 1 gear forward. My reverse was forward. And then I changed it to an Audi diff, another A4 diff again, but it's A4 diff and outers is E30. 90% of the rear axle is E30. And the center, it's Audi. So I had to cut that out. Just fits pretty much perfect. Okay, to make it fit.
Yeah.
But it gave me the proper direction I wanted. Yeah. So it goes forward, because the Audi is kind of like, because everything is flipped upside down.
What's the Volkswagen scene there like in New Zealand?
Never used to be as big as it is today. Like when I got here 19 years ago, you never really used to see any VW on the actual road. Now you just see Mark 5s all the time. Mark 5, Mark 3s, that's all you're starting to see now all the time, which is getting there. It's definitely getting there. So there's quite a few. There is a few clubs around here, but I don't really bother with the clubs too much, because there's a lot of politics and all this. They're all about how much money they can spend on their cars and all that kind of things. Where I just that's where this whole name came from, the Bushman motorsport. As basically I use anything I can find to make it work. Where they all just, like everybody else, just goes and just buy stuff. I just make shit work. That's all.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if it's going to be able to drive. Drive straight to anything. Probably just going to just stay off the throttle and just idle everywhere. The turbo should be able to handle it, because it handles about 500 horsepower each. So
it's
eventually,
like our equivalent of a GT35, I think.
Yes. It's pretty much the same size as a GT3540.
Yeah. So I've been studying all the photos that you sent me. Those shocks at the back, that whole setup that you've got looks pretty wicked, huh?
Oh, the cantilever setup. I don't know. It's just because I couldn't fit my shocks just stock standard, so I couldn't fit all that stuff in, and then I had to run the cantilever system, and it seems like it's working out pretty good. So on the front suspension, it's XYZ, just welded straight onto E30 BMW hubs. So I welded that straight on. Then on the back suspension, I got the cantilever setup. And then I got extension bars from the bottom all the way to the top. And that is actually really soft. I was really surprised when I made all this stuff, and it actually drives really nice.
The shocks look like it's something from the Transformer. I can't believe how much of fabrication converting these cars entails. This all spent hours, months even. This is amazing.
So it's actually a fun car to drive when I do get time to drive it.
Is that Perspex? Is that polycarb?
Perspex floors.
Floors. Yeah, Perspex floors.
Yeah, Perspex floors. So yeah,
that's the first, eh? That's the first for me. It looks pretty cool, though. It looks really cool.
Yeah, so you can pretty much
I'm not too sure about Perspex floors, to be honest. Not in South African roads. That will never work here. No ways.
Put your feet on it, but it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit scary. If you look at it, like you look down, you're like, oh shit, the ground's moving, because you're like really close, like only, maybe 100 mil from the floor. So you're looking down, you're like, oh shit, okay, this is a bit buzzy, this one. But yeah, still more Perspex to come somewhere in this car.
Yeah. Talk to us about all the copper tubing running through the cockpit. What's that about?
So the copper tubing on the inside is because I put the radiator in the back. So the radiator's in the back, so that keeps the water system nice and cool also, because of the distance it's running. So it keeps the engine nice and cool. So I decided to use copper because of the wheels. Because the wheels is more or less the same color, so everything inside is white and copper running through it. So that's like the whole color scheme of this car. It's the copper style and white. So that's the only reason why I end up using the copper on the inside, because that's the closest thing. I can't go to someone and tell them to spray me this color, because you can't spray that color like looking that nice.
It does look good, huh?
So that. Yeah, it looks like everybody's like, what the fuck? Why copper? I'm like, because the closest thing I'm going to get to is this bronze.
It's really good. Are you finished with the interior?
The interior is basically finished. Like the seats is in there. Yeah, everything is in there. I would say I would be finished with it. I don't think I'm changing anything just yet. Okay.
What an interior.
Sheesh.
Wow, what a project. You can tell that this guy has put in countless of hours, countless of money to get this car to where it is. I wish I had that passion, honestly speaking. Yo, big ups to you, boy. Big ups to you, my man. You have transformed this car from bumper to bumper, but you managed to leave the window wiper lever. That is so cool. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Yo, let me know what you think about this VW Golf Mk1 with a V8 Audi engine and twin turbos. Like the video if you did, and please don't forget to subscribe. Until the next video, away.